How a covert narcissist uses insidious, subtly creepy words to manipulate you. Individuals with covert narcissism are able to conceal their disorder from individuals in their immediate social circles. Even though it's more difficult to spot, covert narcissism can be just as destructive as more obvious forms of the condition. Usually, it's not hard to spot a covert narcissist. They're the ones making conceited remarks to other people in an effort to get their approval. As a general rule, people attribute this sort of behavior to callousness and lack of social skills. Do we coexist with people who have inflated egos and a need for prominence, but who are masters at blending into the crowd? Yes, a close friend or family member could be narcissistic, even if they don't seem like it. For starters, everyone, welcome back for another exciting episode. Here in today's video, I'd want to talk about some of the more subtle signs of narcissism. While it's true that plenty of others will echo these sentiments, the trick is knowing when the narcissist is most likely to do so. When interacting with covert narcissists, the timing of your comments and actions is of the utmost importance. Since the covert narcissist is just concerned with their own welfare, this is the case. One of their primary goals is to get you to fall for their scams. They have all the trappings of a marketing campaign, scam artist, or pretenders in the false narrative they have been spreading about themselves and what they stand for. Narcissists are experts at self-promotion because they view their lives as a performance. They need to market themselves as if they were a product. That makes it more likely that they will provide useless feedback. During the courtship phase, they could appear to be quite honest with one another. However, keep in mind that the covert narcissist is merely following the predetermined steps in his or her plan to trick and eventually ensnare you. They think you'll quickly come around if they make these kinds of statements to you. They like to give the impression that they are trustworthy. A red flag is someone who goes out of their way to tell you they are honest and will never lie. The truthful don't need to say anything since it speaks for itself. As a matter of fact, it should go without saying. The covert narcissist is the type of person most likely to provide such information in an effort to clear their name or make you feel horrible for accusing them of wrongdoing. Have faith in me to the point where you can rely on me? These kinds of statements come out of a narcissist's mouth as casually as though you've known them forever. They believe that if they let people in on their expectation, they would be viewed as more reliable. If a narcissist has earned your trust, he or she will use it to acquire control over you and exploit your good nature by pushing you beyond your limits and spreading lies. A narcissist's attitude that they should be able to do anything they want, whenever they want, is central to their worldview. Rapidly becoming unhealthy, obsessed with their prey, they hope you would follow suit. Now, the love-bombing tactic has begun, when the target is bombarded with attention from every angle. Covert narcissists often boast absurdly that they can make their victims love them. In this regard, they rely heavily on self-promotion. They give the impression that they are perfect in every way. They pledge undying fidelity and affection. They're full of self-congratulatory hyperbole. Claims they are confident will be well received. Since this is the case, narcissists tend to fare better on online dating platforms. They are useful tools for developing a successful online identity. Using carefully chosen jargon, you hope to come across as the ideal, loving partner you've been searching for. Narcissists are masters of marketing, both online and offline, and will stop at nothing to convince you that they are who they say they are. Someone who constantly boasts, "Believe me, I don't tell lies. I am genuinely kind. I give to charity," etc., should be treated with suspicion. Watch out for them because it appears that all they care about is marketing themselves through the material they provide. Nobody with their wits about them would want to just say anything like that. They'd want to demonstrate it. This video should serve as evidence that narcissists are adept liars even during their love-bombing period. This implies that during the honeymoon phase, the couple should show their love for one another via deeds and not just words. But narcissists are mostly engaged in verbal games. Unfortunately, because they make us feel great by engaging all of our senses at once, we may cease trusting our intuition. even though we should not give any weight to what a narcissist says or doesn't say. As a result, we should trust our gut and not second-guess our decisions. That they can sound nice even when warning you should raise red flags, mostly because they are quite offensive, but come seem as words a decent person may use. Don't go out of your way to argue that they're pointless. Trust is something that must be gained, so keep that in mind. Don't take someone at their word if you've only met them briefly, but they claim to be trustworthy. Narcissists might persuade you to do their bidding through their blogs because they are good authors. Only a few are aware of the peril of engaging a narcissist in conversation. However, you should be aware that this is typically how they achieve victory. They are willing to tell you anything to make a good impression on you. We found out too late that many of the good qualities they claimed to possess or temporarily demonstrated were fake. Narcissists have a reputation for being untrustworthy, insensitive, and self-centered. But we are led to believe this. By making these assertions, they want to gain our interest and support. Someone who seems overly eager to promote themselves is often trying to convince you of something fantastical. Said another way, proceed with caution. This concludes my commentary on the video for today. In the comments, please tell us about a time when a self-absorbed person managed to convince you of their worth. At the end of the day, I want you to have learned something. Please consider forwarding this video and give it a thumbs up if you find it entertaining. Accordingly, I pray you gained some insight from this video. For your time, you have our sincere appreciation. Thanks.